homemade treats that I could sure appreciate. You kept my phone in your purse so you could show it off. You worried for my health each time I would sneeze or cough. I'd sniffle, sneeze, or cough. You did so many things for me I've mentioned, but if you thanks so much for me.
I tried to find a card that said how much I loved you, but that was the closest we
Oh,
could
you're so
find.
sweet. Happy Mother's Day. You're wonderful. You're wonderful.
You're wonderful.
How are you?
I'm only wonderful because I have such a wonderful
How
grandma.
is everybody? How's James?
Everybody's doing great. James is doing real well.
Shannon?
Shannon's doing really good. Her and Joel are still doing really well.
Good.
They're getting along, and their kids are all fat and sassy. And
Very fat and
yep,
sassy.
fat and sassy. I'm not sure about fat or sassy, but they're doing good. So I
Oh,
suppose
that's
they're a little
wonderful.
sassy.
You're looking great.
And we brought you some candy.
What do we got in here?
Somebody
I think she's
somebody
fixated on
somebody
that.
knows about the candy.
You,
Inside.
you think you like that?
Yeah,
You think you do?
yeah, I do like candies.
Well, we'll see. We'll just see if you do. We just have to see if you like it.
Yeah.
There you
Okay.
I like
How
crossing my
about you?
feet.
go. What?
I like
What
crossing
have
my
you
feet
been
like
up to?
this.
Okay.
Well, I've been doing good. Playing with my Legos, playing with my sister, and
Okay.
Paul's pretending on
we
being
got
the
in the
ultimate
candy?
spy. Candy.
Which kind do you want?
I want this kind.
All right, try it.
Somebody pretty well had decided they were going to get a piece.
Oh goodness.
You want the yellow one? Is that the one you
Yeah,
want?
I want that one.
You want that yellow one?
Because it's different.
You gotta have it, the whole thing. And which one do you want?
It tastes right with. I guess I would have this one.
You have that one. And then what
Only
do you
one
want?
piece, children,
No,
okay?
thank you.
Come on, you
No,
haven't
thanks.
had a piece of
I haven't
candy.
had lunch yet.
I'm
Oh,
going to
no,
pass.
thank you.
I haven't eaten lunch yet either.
You haven't had lunch?
No, we've been on
We've
the
been
road,
driving.
but we had a good breakfast. I mean, I had pancakes and scrambled eggs, and
I had pancakes and cut up strawberries on top.
yeah, we did some fresh strawberries, cut up and sugared them, and then
Oh, it was
let them
good.
sit overnight, and then threw them up on
Like that.
pancakes.
Oh yeah.
I had cereal and.
I can't believe they actually have a game on Mother's Day.
I can. I can believe it.
They're so good.
This one is good.
Mm.
These candies are good.
Sweet chocolates for a sweet woman. That's what I thought I'd get. I figure when Cherna buys me Father's Day chocolate, she'll have to buy the most bitter chocolate she can find.
I'll get you the good dark kind.
Bitter chocolates for a bitter man.
What do you hear from Sean?
Well, last time I talked to Sean was about 2 weeks ago. He's still flying. Nothing real major. No.
Just going along, huh?
Yep. No earth-shattering news. I'm still out at the university, just doing my little bit.
James?
James is working over in Peoria at the lumber yard. The last time I talked to him, though, I'm thinking he's getting ready to quit. And I don't know if he's not happy there, if he feels like they don't appreciate him or something, but I think he'd be foolish to do it without having another job to go straight to. You know, it's always easier to find a job when you have one than it is to find a job when you don't have one. And him and Liz need the money too much to be throwing away a good
You
job.
go and have your dad have a piece.
Dad, did you want a piece?
No, I'll pass.
And the mother?
No, thank you. No, thanks.
But thank you very much for the offer. I'm not a real big sweets person these days.
I am.
I'm actually starting to like more bitter
You
stuff
want another
now.
piece?
It's because your taste buds are
Matilda,
going to start
no,
to change.
one piece is all, girls. They haven't had any
Yeah.
lunch yet, Grandma.
I don't
So-
want them to spoil their dinner too
Yeah,
much.
I'm same way.
Mommy says not can't spoil it once.
I'm not trying to be mean to them, but they need to hold off. Grandma, while I'm up here today, I wanted to ask you some questions.
Okay.
I want to know things about your past, about Grandpa, about the kids when they were younger, Mom and Bill and Pat, just anything and everything.
Family, aunts, and uncles. We'd like to know a little bit more about
Lately,
this side.
I've just had more of a yearning to know about the family history and other what I consider to be very important
Well, you
details.
ask a question, if I can answer, I will.
Okay, how did you and Grandpa meet? Let's start with that.
How did we meet?
Yes,
Met on a blind date.
on a blind date, and it worked
Blind
out.
date.
So, who set up the blind date? Do you remember?
Well, when I went to college, they arranged for me to have a big sister.
Okay,
And so, that was, big sister was Mildred, was Mildred Myers and Mildred Flannery. She married to Flannery.
Matilda
And,
Hush.
She knew your grandpa.
How did she know him?
Well, they were neighbors.
Okay,
And so she was my big sister in college.
okay,
And she invited me out to her parents' home for a weekend and arranged for a blind date. And the blind date was with James P. Turner.
okay.
And
What were your first thoughts of Grandpa when you first saw him? Did you think, this could be somebody that I could,
no, I didn't think that.
I mean,
I didn't think one way or the other.
okay,
Just
so
he
it's just very
I just
casual.
thought he was a nice fellow,
Okay,
and I appreciated that he was a nice gentleman, and I appreciated that very much. Liked it and liked him. Apparently he liked me.
did he ever tell you what his first thoughts were?
No,
I mean,
I don't think so.
okay. And did you just keep dating him then after that? Zanny, I need you to sit down. Zanny, sit.
He did. I was in college, and he just arranged to come to see me.
Now, was he older than you?
Yeah, 3 years.
3 years older than you, so he was already out of school. Is that correct?
Well, he hadn't really gone to college yet.
Really?
He went to college after we were married.
I did not know that.
Yeah,
Neat.
So, what was Grandpa doing at the time? Working on the farm?
working on the farm.
Okay. Now, the farm that Grandpa lived on, was that a dairy farm? Was it a crop farm?
I don't know.
Okay, that's
remember.
fine.
I don't
That's
remember.
fine. Not a problem. And how long after you guys started dating did he propose?
I don't remember.
Was it like years or was it?
No, just a year or two.
Okay. So, did you guys date a lot? Did you guys spend a lot of time around each other?
Well, I was in college and he lived at home, and so we didn't really see each other that often.
Did he propose?
Of course he did.
I know this day and age, there's so many classic things that aren't done anymore that I just thought it was worth asking. Was it a memorable proposal? Did he do anything special?
No.
Okay, just ask you.
Normal.
Did he talk to your parents first? Did he ask for your father's blessing? What did your parents think of him?
They liked him.
Did they?
Yeah. They thought he was a nice fellow.
Okay. Can you tell me much about your parents and your childhood?
My parents?
Yep.
My dad grew up in Kentucky.
Okay.
Cool.
He on a farm. He was always a farmer, and he came in. He came up into Illinois to work do farm labor, and while he was working on a farm in Illinois, he met my mother and started dating her and fell in love.
And the rest is history, so to speak. Now, where were you born?
Where was I born?
Yes.
I was born on a farm in central Illinois.
What's the nearest town to where you were born? And what do you consider to be your hometown?
Easton.
Easton. Okay. You'd mentioned that before, but some of these details are fuzzy, and that's why I'm recording this at the same time.
That way we'll remember.
I don't have to remember. Uh, now, what was your childhood like? I mean, were your parents very affectionate people? I mean, I'm sure you knew you were loved. That's not
Yeah,
so much a question,
no,
but were they the huggy kind of?
no.
Okay,
They were, they weren't distant, but they weren't
overly affectionate either.
overly affectionate.
Okay, was would you say you grew up in a poor or average household or a well-to-do house?
Just average.
Average. Okay.
My father was a farmer, but he never owned a farm.
Okay.
He always just rented a farm, but he was a good farmer. He made money for the people that he rented from,
And made money for himself by
Yeah.
extension.
and
Was your mother a homemaker or did she have a job?
she was a homemaker.
Okay. There's nothing wrong with that either.
No.
That's
That's
what
what Zany wants to do.
she
She tells me, she's telling me lately that she wants to grow up and be a mommy like me.
there's nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with that.
Find her a
It's good
nice,
thing to
strong
do.
man to be able to provide for his family, and that'd be fine.
How have you been doing?
I've been doing great. I've been working real hard. Unfortunately, they've been working me real hard. That's why I haven't been up in a
Are
while.
you
'Cause
still at the university?
yes, I'm still over at the university. Just doing what I can to help out in every way, shape, or form. It's been a little frustrating, but there's been a lot of reward there.
And Sean, where's he?
He's still flying. He's flying for a produce company in California, so he flies crops around. They pick all the crops and they load them into the plane, and he flies them to the various distribution points.
I didn't even know that.
So that's what he does. Laurel's still teaching, and they're all happy. Nothing major. Just regular run-of-the-mill stuff. You had brothers and sisters, didn't you?
I had 3 brothers and 2 sisters.
And
That's
what
a
are the
pretty big
names?
family.
My oldest brother is Kenneth.
Yep.
And second was Omar.
Omar.
And they both taught college professors.
Oh, wow.
Omar even wrote a textbook in the math.
No short. Now you said 3 brothers.
Eldred was a minister
Mm-hmm.
in Colorado.
Now,
Iris and Vida were the 2 sisters.
now how many are left now?
I don't know.
Is
I don't hear from any of them anymore.
okay.
Drifted
I was
apart, I suppose.
I was just kind of
Too
curious.
bad. They don't hear from me. I don't know where they are.
Oh, my.
I mean, I don't know their addresses.
Maybe we can fix that and get you some addresses. If nothing else, get some letter writing going back and forth. Now, I know that ministerial has been in the family. Did it start with your brothers, or did you have grandparents that were ministers?
No.
I'm kind of curious on the spiritual side of the family, how far back the love of God started. Were your parents religious people?
My mother was especially, more so than my father.
How about her parents? Do you happen to know?
No, I don't really know.
Okay. So your mother was
I
more
think
so than
my
your father.
I think my father's parents probably were more church related than my mother's parents were.
Okay. Did she have a love for God, or was she just I mean, it's a horrible thing to ask, but there's a difference between loving God and going to church. And I've seen some people in the church that I don't know if they love God, and I know I've met some people that love God that don't go to church.
Yeah.
I take your mom was both.
Yeah, I think so.
She was very attentive
I
to
would
the
say
church,
so. Yeah.
and she had her faith.
Yeah.
What happened? I mean, how did your parents pass?
Well, just old age.
Both of them? I mean, it wasn't anything.
Nothing. I think my dad had an accident, car accident.
Car accident?
Yeah.
And then your mom just
She's died
in her age?
old age.
Do you happen to remember how old you were when those things happened? That's fine. What do you know of Grandpa's parents?
Grandpa's parents?
Yeah.
Well, they were
they rigid parents?
Oh, yeah.
I always got the very strong impression from Grandpa that his family was very strict. Maybe not bad. I mean, not.
I don't
But
think so.
I mean, I
I
wasn't
don't
sure.
think so.
I wasn't sure if they were. Uh,
They
is
were church-going people, but I don't think.
good God-fearing people. Do you know how Grandpa's father passed away?
No, just old age, I think.
Okay, and I know his mother had a medical problem, didn't she? Where she passed away, in fact, in your house, didn't she?
I can't remember now.
I thought Grandpa had said one time that she'd had a stroke and it was recovering in your house. And then one day she said, she's feeling great, and she got up and she had a pretty good day, and then said that she wasn't feeling so good, got up, took a few steps, and passed away. Like she had just had one really good day there before the end, and then passed away. I know Mom had mentioned she was in Sunday school when she got the news. She was told that something had happened, she needed to go, and she didn't quite listen to it the first time around. And the second time she was told is when it really hit her that something had happened. What was life like in your
Who is
house?
Shannon?
Shannon's over in Avon. She's taking care of your house and doing real good. She's replaced the linoleum. You know how the linoleum was kind of scruffy? Well, she replaced that, and I believe she painted the kitchen. Done a real good job of keeping things up. She put some new carpeting down in the house.
Wonderful.
It's looking real good. So she's doing like Cherna. She's a homemaker while Joel's the breadwinner, and they're all happy and can't complain. Now Uncle Bill tells me he took you out for lunch today.
Mm-hmm.
Is that nice having lunch? Where did you have lunch? Where did you go for lunch?
I don't know.
Was it good?
Well, sure it was good. That food was good. But I don't know where it was.
Well, that's fine enough. What was life like in the house with you and Grandpa and the kids? Was it pretty routine? You were a teacher, and Grandpa was a banker most of his career.
He was a banker most of the time. Let's see, what else did he do? I don't
Oh, your
remember.
bridge is up.
Well, I know he was a banker. He was also the president of a bank for a period of time, wasn't he? But that didn't last real long, from what I understood.
Didn't last too long.
Well, about a year or so, and he was ousted. He was kind of an outsider coming in when he came into the bank, and they didn't receive him very well.
That was it. It was somebody wanted to run it. He didn't like it.
Well, and that's kind of the way that happened. Now, did Grandpa ever officially retire from banking? I mean, did he have a number of years in, or did he just kind of get fed up with it? And okay,
I don't remember.
do you remember much about the store in? What he had a store in? What, Freeport?
Freeport and Wanata. Had one in Wanata.
Did he have one in Henry also?
Henry.
Henry. Okay. Now they were all Western Auto stores. Am I
Western
correct?
Auto.
And were any of them ever very successful?
Not really.
And just kind of kept them busy?
Just kind of kept us busy.
Now,
Out of trouble.
I know you taught for what, 25 years?
Quite a few years, I don't remember.
I thought it was at least 25, and it was all in the same school. Am I correct? You taught at the same place your entire career?
Not always.
Okay. Which?
I taught Southern Indiana. Taught in Indiana a while, and I taught in Illinois a while.
I didn't know about Indiana at all.
For some reason, I remember that. I think she'd mentioned it before to me.
See how much attention I was paying when you were talking that last time?
Taught in Hamilton, Indiana. Taught in Sheridan, Indiana.
You say Cannleton?
Down on the Ohio River.
In Sheridan.
Sheridan
wow.
River.
Did you teach in Indiana more or in Illinois more?
I don't remember.
Okay, that's fine. And you were primarily an English teacher, am I correct?
Well, I taught 4th grade, taught 5th grade in English and physical ed.
Okay. Did you?
Not all at once, but different times.
Now, if I remember right, you were also now. Didn't you get a degree in physical education
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
in college? Because I know Grandpa said you were one of the most fit people he'd ever met, physically fit, and he was always impressed by that.
I didn't know that.
Your hair has been white for a great number of years. Mom told me you went white very young.
Yeah.
Do you happen to remember what? Were you in your 20s?
No, I don't know.
Okay,
I don't remember.
that's fine. That's fine too. I'm just kind of curious. Is there anything else you remember? Any events in particular during your marriage or with the kids? I want to ask you a couple of questions, and if I make you at all uncomfortable,
No, you go ahead.
you can feel free to tell me no. But I always got the impression that when Mom was growing up, she was never a very happy child. Is that about right? And was there any particular?
She was kind of a rebellious person.
That's I got that feeling too. And Mom never
Seems
talked
about
much
right.
about it, so
When you're rebellious and someone's after you all the time, you're not happy.
no. And I take it you and Grandpa were pretty consistent with her, wanting her to come around. Just she wouldn't have any of it, would she? And I take it she was the only child that had a rebellious streak. The other two children pretty much
Conformed.
were Mom, Uncle Bill, and Aunt Pat. Were they your only children? Were there any children that maybe didn't live or?
No, they
Okay.
were the only ones.
And you and Grandpa were only married once apiece. Am I correct?
That's right.
Okay.
To each other.
That's what I thought too. But I was kind of surprised to learn that Grandma Gast had been married twice.
Oh, she had.
Yep. And in fact, she had a child from a previous marriage that I'd never
Oh,
heard of. So I was a little surprised at that. It's always an accurate question. I mean,
yeah.
life's random. It does weird things. But no, these are all pretty important things. Mom once told me that the Turners go clear back to the Mayflower Compact.
I didn't know that.
Okay, I wasn't sure if that's something you had heard or didn't hear. Your your name originally was Sidebottom, correct?
Yeah.
And do you know much about the Sidebottom lineage at all?
No.
Okay, that's fine.
Not too much.
Not too much. Well, that's all right.
I'll have to look it up, see if I can find anything.
There can't be too many of them. Sidebottom's just
I
not a
think
name you
that-
hear very often.
I think the name was originally Sidebotham.
Sidebotham. Okay.
And it kind of drifted into finally into Sidebotham.
Do you know how long the Sidebottoms were in America? Okay, that's fair, because a lot of times Ellis Island will do that.
Yeah.
When they would hear somebody say a name and it was too difficult to pronounce or something, they'd give them a new last name. Somewhat close. That's what happened to the gas name. It was Gostenhauser. And it was too much.
What?
Gostenhauser.
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 Yes.
Guest house or
The
innkeepers.
guest house. We were innkeepers in Germany. And when we came to Ellis Island, of course, that was too difficult for the officers at Ellis Island. And so instead they just wrote Gast. So that's how we got our last name,
That's
Gast.
how you got your last
Yep,
name?
it got shortened from Gostenhauser. The Gasts were, the name literally means hospitable family, and they were known to be innkeepers. If you were looking for a place to stay in Germany, you would look for a Gastenhaus.
Gostenhauser.
That would be a place where you could get lodging and food for the night. And a lot of times they were known to be families that even if you didn't have a lot, they would take you in for an evening. And, very, very giving and helping. But, I have nothing to substantiate that other than that's what I'd heard over the years. But, so what have you been up to lately?
Just whatever the program says. They give me a sheet every day and I look at it
And
and
you,
review this. 8 o'clock you do this, 9 o'clock you do this.
so you pretty much just do what's on the sheet?
I do whatever it says.
You just sure hope they don't misspell something and and it's something bad like walking out into traffic or
Don't worry about it.
we're going to walk out into traffic at 11
Tell
o'clock.
me what you've been doing.
Well, I've been doing a little bit of nothing and a lot of everything. Just trying to keep up with work. This last week I put in almost 70 hours there at work because a lot of work needed to be done, and I was the guy that needed to do it. And, I work on computers and stuff there at the university, and
You're still at the university.
I'm still at the university. I'm going to be there for at least another year and a half because that's how long I have to be there before my retirement is totally vested. And I don't want to give that up. I'll get back everything I've put in no matter what.
Yeah.
But I've got to wait till 5 years to keep what they've matched.
Yeah.
So I stand to lose a lot if I leave too soon. So I've been working pretty hard. Aside from that, I've been trying to do more with the kids and the family in the last 6 months.
Grilling more. Yay, it's grill season.
It's grilling season. I've been enjoying that. I think I got that from Grandpa. I love grilling.
I've worked, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, please.
I was going to say that
Bet you do a good job by now.
Oh, I do.
You need to go potty? Well, the bathroom's
Bathroom's
right in there,
sweetie.
sweetie. I've put a lot more work into the yard this year. I've dug my own garden. I didn't have a tiller or anything, so I just used a shovel and a trowel and went to it. Now I've got a small herb garden and a shade garden on one side. I've put out a lot of feeders. Get to see little hummingbirds all over the place, and now I've got goldfinches and cardinals and
Oh boy.
waxwings and others coming and visiting my
Lots of
feeders. Oh, it's great. I want to plant something to get butterflies to come to my yard too. And he got me a big aquarium, so now I have a big aquarium,
Wow.
and I've even put plants in that, so now I have an aquatic garden in there with all my fish.
That's
And my fishies are really happy.
That's wonderful.
What?
Now, what have you been up to, mister?
Well, I finished up my books. Oh, and I got a new friend. It was just yesterday. My mom and I were going to Burlington to yard sale because there was a big bunches of yard sales.
You went to
everywhere.
Blandonsville, but that's
Sorry,
okay. Just
Blandonsville.
up the road, a town just up the road.
Yeah, and when we were doing when we were looking at the last yard sale that we were gonna look at, surprisingly enough, we met a couple of people, and we started to see that pretty much all of us had a lot in common, and we stayed there for longer than we expected. And we came home about 1 or 2 in the afternoon.
Well, that was nice.
Yeah, they were there for quite a while. That's okay. There's nothing wrong with that.
Now, where's Sean now?
Sean's out in California. He's flying for a company that grows produce. What they'll do is they'll pick all the produce and they package it up onto this airplane, and he flies it to distribution centers across California. So, like when you get some California vegetable, there's a possibility Sean's flown it. This company just flies produce all over the place. And as far as I know, he's just doing that at the moment. He's also taking care of course, his sheep, and still very active with the animals. He'd end up moving back from Illinois to California. Just decided that he didn't like it as well here as he liked it there, and so he went there. So he's there. James is over in Peoria. He's working for that lumber
Laurel teaching.
company. Laurel is teaching. As far as I know, she's a counselor now, a counselor for the students, and I think she also does some teaching. But I think she's primarily counselor, and I think she's also doing girls' sports, also coaching either a volleyball or basketball team, one or the other.
Wonderful. What have you been doing, little girl?
I've been doing by Mom. That's a good funny.
You're growing.
Yeah.
Getting big.
Close now 4. Now
I
I'm
kissed you.
Yeah. And soon I'm going to 5.
Not real soon, but yeah, soon enough. At this point, the years are flying by, so it doesn't have to be soon. It just has to be.
Good.
He's 12 years old. I can't believe it.
Is that what he?
Can you believe that?
Be a teenager,
I don't think he's qualified to be 12 yet. I'm gonna revoke 4 of his years and send him back to 8.
I got a little egg for
Paul's like, okay,
got
more ice cream.
and I got
Less holding back on me.
That's right.
Less punishments.
Oh no, that's the only part we won't take back.
Oh, they have a lot of fun with the neighbor lady, Donna. She's a little bit older than us. She's had kids too. Her kids are grown and out of the house, but she likes having them come over and visit.
She just have the boy, or did she have one other?
I don't know. I never really
I
asked.
think it was just the one child.
Yep, and then grandkids come over and visit her, and they get to play with the little baby Keaton.
So how often do you see Uncle Bill?
Often enough.
Well, could there ever be an often enough?
No. He's a good boy, though.
He is.
He's
Uncle
good.
Bill's a great
He's
guy.
awful good to me.
He is a great guy. He's awful good. I talked to him briefly a little earlier. He was telling me he was going to take you out to lunch and wanted to know what time I was going to be here so that he knew that that you could be back in time to see me. So he was concerned about taking too much of your time and I wouldn't get to visit with you. And I thought that was awful nice. I thought that was very nice. They keeping you busy around here?
Oh, sure.
You do anything fun recently, like
No.
join an acrobatics group or something like that?
hell yeah.
I can just see you on a
Special, but
trapeze.
They just have a sheet that has a program on it there for every day, and
We got
You
lots
have
of
good
games.
nails, Grandma.
Hmm?
You have good nails, Grandma.
Yep, Grandma's not gonna get bored here.
And your nails are so
look at my big thumbnail.
Well, then say
See
something.
a bigger thumbnail than
Why
that?
want to say to her?
There's a big one too.
Why want to say to you,
Two
Grandma?
big thumbnails.
Me and Dad's been a lot
Bigger than
while
your
calling
thumbnail.
Mom and they
Look
tell
at your little
her.
thumbnail.
Yeah.
See your little thumbnail?
Yep.
That's not a thumbnail. This is your thumbnail.
I could have done
What
something
happened to it?
She got a little owie there, got
What's it got a
smashed.
black spot on it for?
because that's all I want to say. Just got it, Ellie.
I don't know. Don't know about you.
She's a silly girl. She's very silly.
How's your work going?
My work's going really well. They keep me awful busy. You've noticed I haven't been around a lot lately, and I'm sorry for that. They keep me real busy, and what's worse is real tired. The weekend comes along after 60 hours in a week. I'm ready to rest for the
You're
weekend.
ready to stay home and rest.
Yeah, and
Probably.
Poor
sadly.
guy, he slept in hard yesterday.
I mean, this last week I had 60 hours in, almost 70 in at work.
Oh my.
Because
You
we're
get
doing,
paid by the hour?
no, I'm salary, but
Oh, you get
I
paid.
tell you what, come November, when I've been there for 2 years in this position, I'm going to be negotiating for a better salary. I'm probably going to ask for about 20% increase in my pay.
Just
Right.
'cause
Right now they've got
You're
me at
running ragged.
$45,000 a year, which isn't spectacular, but I'm not hurting.
That's good, I think.
Well, being a guy that
Yeah.
didn't technically graduate high school and I have no college and I'm making $45,000 a year
You're doing real well.
and I'm a professional in my field now.
Yeah.
I'm regarded as by my coworkers as being a very knowledgeable individual. Lots of people come to me and ask my views on things. A lot of people in my work have told me they think I'm a somewhat wise person, and that I've got coworkers that are much older than me that come to me and ask for personal advice. They think I've got something that is reliable.
You're lucky.
Well, I blame a lot of that on you and Grandpa. Growing up, you guys taught me a lot. I mean, I spent enough time around you. You and Grandpa both talked to me very hard about work ethic, about being somebody with integrity. And
paid off.
I've made my mistakes, but what you guys have taught me has really paid off. I'd like to say I'm perfect, but you know what? I'm pretty sure Jesus would get pretty mad at me if I said that.
All right.
And
Yeah,
you
that
would.
or people would come and kill you because you know that's what happens every time you get a perfect person.
Yeah, every time you get a perfect person, they find you and they kill you.
Now, how about your family? Are they? Everybody's
Well,
still
my brother is trying to get some work finally, and my sister is engaged. And my brother JP is still in Pekin. He's doing pretty good in his job. Recently they've had another little baby, so now we have a Joseph Edward Palmer IV. So the lineage continues.
Yeah.
Mom and Dad are doing pretty good. I just recently went to one of my mom's chorus performances. She's in a local choir, and they were doing selections from various operas. So that was really nice. I'm going to have to go see some more operas. And maybe I'll have to drag my dad out fishing here pretty soon.
Yeah,
I
Cherna
miss
got a
doing
fishing
that.
rod for her birthday.
I miss fishing, and my dad knows way more about it than I do, and I figure it's a good way to spend some time with him. Maybe take the kids out, too.
Never been much of a fisher
What about
myself.
Shannon?
Well, Shannon's doing real good. Her and Joel are still living in your house. They put new flooring down in the kitchen, new carpeting, and that carpet was kind of dingy, so they went ahead and replaced that. They're doing real well.
Getting pretty old.
Yeah,
They're doing a good job trying to restore it.
they're trying to keep it up. Joel just heard the other day that his son was thinking about getting out of the military, trying to get out, and he wasn't trying to get out the right way though. The guy just more or less wanted to run away, and Joel said to him, you need to be a man and see this through.
Yeah,
'Cause,
you can't do that.
You get out of the military the wrong way, they'll come and they'll find you. And you'll spend time in the military as a free man or as a prisoner, but you will spend your time. And so he thought the better of it, and is going to be making the right decision. Sounds to me like Joel's boy is trying to get tired of his lifestyle. He used to be a little bit rebellious himself and didn't want to take any responsibility for anything. But now he doesn't have a choice because he's in the military. Nobody's making his decisions but him. And he's seen a couple of things that he didn't like and started to look at his own life and decided, you know what, maybe it's about time I cleaned up my own mess before I start telling everybody else about theirs.
Well, that's good.
It is. It's real good. James is over in Peoria. Do you remember that him and Liz are engaged? He's got a fiance, and they're engaged. She came up and visited at Christmas. I don't know if you remember or not, but
I don't remember.
that's all right. Hey, no. He's got a really nice girl, and she's engaged. There were a couple of girls James went out with that I thought weren't very good. They were very shallow and very self-centered, and I didn't
Until
like
they
them
get
very much. And this gal, she comes from a family that works for what they've got, and she's very down to earth. She's been reeling in the James, not letting him get by with stuff, and
Yeah,
telling
been
him
shaping him up.
no, you can't do this. This isn't right to do. You're not doing it. She's made him mind his finances, which is something James and Mom had that in common. Their financial sense. Oh, and I don't know if you remember a whole lot about Mom's financial sense, but it was pretty non-existent. So James was there too, and so Liz, his fiance, she's making him clean up his act.
Good.
And it's been good for him.
Yeah, it has.
He's grown up a lot. He's still got a ways to go, though.
It's about time.
Watching the ball game?
Cubs are up by 2 over the Philadelphia.
Two ahead of the Philadelphia.
In the sixth, that's right. Not sure if it's the top or the bottom of the sixth, but it's the sixth. I'm a Cubs fan. I like to see the underdogs.
I like the Cubs too.
I'm unfortunately just going to always be a Cardinals fan because my dad was, and that's something that we shared. That and
She's crazy. That's what it is.
When I was at the first baseball game I ever went to as a baby, Dad took me there as a little tiny baby to a Cardinals game. So
Yeah, like I said, she's crazy.
Yeah, I like Cardinals just because it's Cardinal is our mascot.
I like
And
Cubs
because
because
I
they're
had their
cute,
shirt.
cute bear. Oh, because I got their shirt. I'll buy you a Cubs shirt.
it's okay to root for either side.
No, it isn't.
Yes, it is.
You're wrong if you don't root for my team. So you got your little sheet that they have you go through every day. You done anything exciting lately in particular you can think of? Did they ever get you out of here, like load you up on a bus and take you to the circus or
We haven't
something?
been any place recently.
Do you happen to remember where the last place you did go was? Is
No,
the
don't remember.
food pretty good here?
Food's good.
Well, shoot, maybe I'll tell the university to just send my check up here and I'll come stay up here.
I need a mirror.
No,
Wait,
you
what
don't.
the-
Get out of there.
Let the kids run around with the helper
No.
animals and visit everybody. They'd probably love it.
It's toilets.
Yeah, well, she's just wanting to goof around.
Oh, you sure?
Yes, I'm certain.
Yeah, 'cause she just went.
She went when we got here, and now she's wanting, I gotta go see the mirror. No,
Oh,
you don't need to go see the mirror.
she likes to look at herself.
She's gotta
She's a
get,
pretty little girl.
she's gotta get smacked is what she's gotta get.
And they had one of the little doggies here last time, and the girls got to see it, and they cried all the way
Are
home
you
because
still
they wanted the
homeschooling
dog.
kids?
We are still homeschooling. The school system around there is not getting any better.
It's getting worse.
It's getting worse.
How do you know that?
Well, because the incidence of teenage pregnancy, drug use, and violent acts within the school keeps getting worse.
Oh my goodness, that's too bad.
And what's worse is they keep raising the taxes, saying, you know, we're doing this to improve the schools, but the school's not getting any better. I was talking to when I heard this story, I immediately thought of you. I was thinking, you know what, you'd be ashamed to be associated as a teacher, especially if you had to be in this school. Because a friend of mine, his daughter was in school, and she wasn't able to do her homework. She was having trouble with this section. Unfortunately, his education wasn't real good, so he couldn't help her with it. So he said, go tell your teacher, you know, and try and get some extra help. Well, the girl goes and asks the teacher, and the teacher says, I don't have the time. I can't help you. I don't have the extra time. And so the girl can't get her assignments done because she doesn't understand it. And the teacher starts giving her detentions. Says that she's in trouble because she can't do this work, but the teacher won't help her figure out how to do the work. The girl wants to learn. She just doesn't know how to do it and didn't understand. Teacher wouldn't help her. Matilda, you need to move over, sweetie. And so this man calls up to the school and calls 7 or 8 times, and teacher won't return his calls. Till finally, he sends her an email, and she finally calls him. He says, you know, I need to know what's going on. She says, well, your daughter's not doing her work. That's what's going on. He says, well, my daughter says that you won't help her. She's asked for help. Well, I just simply don't have the time, and for what money I'm being paid. And he says, wait a minute, you're a teacher. If you don't like your job here, go get a different job, but don't stay here and make my kid, you know, have a hard time learning. And she says, well, for what I'm being paid. And he says, do you want to compare what we're being paid? He says, I know you're probably making about $52,000 in Macomb. He says, you want to compare pay? I'll be happy to show you what my last 3 paychecks were. And, well, that's not the point. He says, well, yeah, it kind of is. You're the one that brought it up and said that you couldn't help my daughter because you weren't being paid enough. And he got upset at her. He got real upset. That's an example of what the school's like in Macomb.
I don't blame him.
And I don't want my kids in that. I think my kids have a better chance at an honest education in our house than they have in the public schools around there. And it bothers me. I'm not happy about it.
Well, I wouldn't be either.
But
the larger universities are now wanting more homeschooled kids. Harvard is opening their doors to homeschool kids. They really want them.
you know, homeschooled children score higher on standardized tests than kids in a public school now.
I didn't.
Homeschooled children score higher on entrance exams to colleges. They earn more money on average than the public school educated children. And not so much that I'm happy I'm homeschooling my children, they're going to be so much better off, but I'm sad that that's the case.
It has to be that way.
The social situation hasn't gotten any better. I don't want my kids to grow up exposed to other children that are going to drag them down morally.
If you were in school and a kid did something bad, you would have told them. You'd say, you know what, you were wrong. You need to apologize. You know, that's the way teachers used to be. That's not the way they are now. Nowadays, unless a child has his health in danger, teachers won't say anything. The kids can make fun of each other. They can mock each other.
They can
They
make
can
each other miserable.
Make each other miserable. So long as they are not physically hurting the other student, teachers won't do anything about it.
It's terrible.
Unfortunately, the education system has turned into a big social experiment, and it's not working. They're just now going back to phonics in schools.
Yeah, they took phonics out for the longest time, and they had a generation of kids who couldn't read.
Generation of kids that had difficulties with reading, and
Yeah, phonics.
Yeah.
phonics, it was working. Why did they have to take it out?
Because they're a bunch
They
of
could do
morons.
better. They thought they could do better, I guess.
If it's not broken,
No.
don't fix it.
Yeah.
It's always been my opinion, but
Right. Right.
oh, it's been a beautiful, beautiful weather this last week.
Yeah, definitely.
I've been during my lunch hour there at the university. I get a little stir crazy during the day, so I don't like to stay in the office and eat. So what I've been doing is going grabbing a burger, and there's a park about half a mile from the university. It's got a beautiful lake, and it's got benches down by the water. So I'll sit down underneath a tree and eat my lunch by the water. It's just very
Oh,
relaxing.
that just sounds great.
Tell you what, in the middle of a day when you're already stressed out, that's wonderful. I loved it. What are you fatheads doing? Don't get rowdy, okay?
I can't wait to see all my herbs come up. I've planted an herb garden.
They're pronounced herbs.
Yeah,
Okay,
I've
maybe
planted
not.
some thyme and some peppermint and some savory and even some chives and lavender. And hopefully here soon I'll have some herbs that I can use. Hopefully they'll come back every year.
Cherna planted lavender because I'd read that it helps you sleep to smell lavender. Now, I've had some sleep problems in my life, so any opportunity I can get to improve that situation is a good thing.
You'll take advantage of it.
Yep.
She ought to just take one and stick one in a pot and put it upstairs.
Well, it wouldn't grow too well in that dark atmosphere. Bless you. Bless you.
Except for if you put it in like one of the windowsills or something.
Maybe if it's cats, would probably dig into it.
Yeah, knowing our silly cats.
We've got two of the dumbest cats you've ever met.
Guppy's now taken to jumping up on the fish tank and trying to drink out of the little filter.
Her cat will bite the metal chair. Just, we're
Yeah,
not sure what she thinks she's
We
doing.
don't know what she's doing, but she goes up, she'll just sit there and try and bite the metal chair leg.
A metal chair leg.
No, she's not.
She hasn't gotten through it yet. Don't think she's going to get through it. She's not getting that.
I hope not.
I guess she thinks it's something to play with.
A chair with one leg.
They're pretty well behaved cats. They use the litter box and they're clean animals, but they're just not very smart.
I need another piece of candy.
Well, you eat as many of...
Want a piece of candy?
No,
I'll pass.
no.
You eat as many of those as you can, want, and will. I like buying you chocolate when I come up. It's a lot of fun to give it to you. You sit there and eat it, and I get to see that smile on your face. It's a good time.
I like the fact that my kitty cat wants to cuddle with me. He hates it though. He doesn't want cats up on the
I don't
bed.
like cats on the bed.
He doesn't want them near, but
That
I
bed
end
is
up
for me,
waking
not
up
for a
and-
cat.
I end up waking up and I've got a furry body right here next to my head purring, or she'll have her little arm flopped across my neck like she's hugging
Not
me.
an arm, it's a leg. Cats have 4 legs. They don't have arms.
Close enough. She just tries to play.
Sean's back out to California. He primarily raises his sheep and does some flying for a produce company. What they do is they pick all their vegetables and stuff like that, and they load them into this airplane, and Sean flies the vegetables wherever people tell him to go.
Nope, I got a dotty flake hair on me.
He, I just talked to him not too long ago. He's doing good. The flying's been good. The pay's been good. Life's been pretty good. Laurel's teaching. I think she's doing. I think she's a counselor more than anything now.
Yeah.
And she does some sports, but I think she still teaches a course here and there. I don't know what she teaches, but She's pretty happy with what she's doing. Sean and Laurel, just last I heard, they're just happy as two peas in a pod. So that's good. Always good for me. I know I didn't.
Dad's still alive.
What's that?
Is her dad still alive?
No, her dad passed away back in 1995, I think. It's been a while. He's been gone.
I think I want to take those two for a walk.
Okay, you
Get
go
some
ahead.
energy out.
Could I go?
Yes, please go ahead and go.
Get your shoes off.
Alright.
She's just gonna take them walk around for a while. They're too wiggly. Those
They're
wiggle
getting stir
butts.
crazy, so let's work some energy off.
They're wiggle butts and they're getting noisy. So
Stir crazy is where you can't stand to sit and watch
go see the pet and
yeah, go see the doggy and
yep, go see the doggy.
birds and the fish.
Make sure they mind their manners.
Okay.
I'm a mean old daddy. I make my kids mind their manners.
You must be.
Tell you what, I'm a horrible father. I'll spank my children. I yell at them when they've broken the rules. I'm consistent. Oh my goodness. If I say they can't do something, that means today. That means tomorrow. That means the day after. That means every time they try to do it. That doesn't mean this time or the other time. Maybe some other time. No, that's every time. I'm a very constant father. And I don't think my kids like it.
Oh, Sean in California?
Yep, Sean's out in California. He's flying produce around California. And
Laurel's teaching?
Laurel's teaching. She's working there. I think she does counseling too. And maybe does some sports. I'm pretty sure she does either basketball or volleyball too.
Oh.
And so she's doing that. And last I heard, they're happy and just doing real well.
Didn't they, when there's some other child, some child involved?
Yeah, well, it was one of Laurel's students who had a very, very bad home life. Her name is Cassandra. Came to live with them for a while. I think she's moved on to college now. But yeah, she was staying there for a while.
Okay.
Almost like a child, but not quite. I think it was the closest thing to a child they could stand. I think Sean and Laurel didn't mind having somebody past their adolescence, but I don't think they ever wanted to have like a little child around.
Too bad.
It is, but you know what? People that don't want to have children are better off not having them
That's right.
than to have a
should
child.
They should.
Exactly. Because the only person that's going to suffer in that's going to be the child.
I always enjoyed my children.
Well, I'm enjoying my children a lot more than I ever have. And I'm sorry it took me a while, but it did. But I'm enjoying them more and more every day.
That's good.
It is. It is really good.
Shannon, okay?
Shannon's doing great. Her and Joel are living in your house. They've been working on it, keeping it updated. And Joel's working with James over in Peoria. And so they're doing all right. Just keeping to themselves and taking care of themselves.
Good.
So what's your day like around here?
Oh, whatever the program says, just a little piece of paper. At 8 o'clock do this, 9 o'clock do this, and 10 o'clock.
Aren't you afraid they're going to tell you to do something bad, like rob a bank, or
No, they won't do that.
11:30, rob First
They
National
won't
Bank?
Do that. They won't do that.
What if somebody does?
I wouldn't do it.
Okay, well that's good.
I wouldn't do it. Wouldn't do anything that's wrong.
Well, I know you wouldn't.
I know it was wrong.
Well, that's an awful big if. I mean, if you don't know something.